In one of my last videos, I talked to you about something called the emotional drivers. These are the conditionings which we can learn when we're kids, and we try to behave that way in order to be loved by the adults around us, by the people around us. We talked about the be perfect one already in another video, so this time I want to talk to you about the be nice. If you have this conditioning in your mind, which you probably will have to unlearn, then you're probably someone who struggles with defining your own value and you expect others to validate you. And so you keep constantly trying to prove everyone that they're important for you. You try to please them. You try to find compromises. You're interested in all kinds of subjects so you can easily jump into conversations and so on. So this way, this conditioning will at some point hurt your ability to be true because you're trying to agree with everything and because you try to be nice to everyone, then you cannot be your true self because someone cannot like everything. And the problem is, if you're trying to be nice to everyone, if you're trying to be liked by everyone, then at some point you will be unable to disagree on subjects. So you might also at some point find yourself asking yourself, what does it really mean to like something? What does it truly mean to love someone? And who am I? This feeling can be really heavy to bear. And as a kid, what took you to this point? What developed this conditioning in you? So it could be you growing up with adults who keep thinking about others. You may be the kid of someone who had a life of self-sacrifice and you thought you had to behave the same way. Or maybe you were doing something someday and someone caught you and said, hey, why do you take everything for yourself? Did you ask your friends what they want? Why are you eating all the cookies? And so you felt ashamed and you thought, oh, they think I'm selfish and I have to prove everyone that I'm not selfish. So this anchored this fear inside of you that others might look at you and see someone who's selfish. So you started spending your whole life trying to prove everyone that they're important to you. But the problem might be that in the process, you forgot that you were important as well. And so you became this person who keeps self-sacrificing and who keeps doing things for other people, even when you don't totally feel like doing it. And so the problem may be that inside yourself, you lose the sense of love, you lose the sense of truth, and you might even have lots of anger inside of you because maybe no one really asked anything of you, but you have been doing a lot for them, even if they don't know that. And so one of the typical sentences you might hear someone who has the be nice conditioning say is, after everything I did for them, I asked for one thing and I didn't even get that. So you see, that's really the script of self-sacrifice. So we don't want that. How to break free from this conditioning and this life of feeling that you're worthless? Well, it starts with a sentence that you have to learn by heart. That sentence is, respect yourself. In any situation, start from now on by asking yourself, what do I truly want? What do I really think about this? How do I feel about this? Do I like it? And you don't have to know how you feel. If you don't know, just be true and tell yourself that you don't know. I'm indifferent to this subject. I don't want this. I like this, or we'll see. But just be true. Don't be acting. So respect yourself and let yourself discover your feelings, your thoughts, your tastes. Start exploring life through your own filter, through your own inner compass. And in this process, you will need to learn how to express your boundaries to people around you. Because if you were a total be nice, maybe you didn't have lots of boundaries because you didn't think you deserved to have boundaries. So now you will discover your boundaries. And if you had lots of repressed judgment and anger, well, then maybe you will also need to learn nonviolent communication, because lots of former be nices, once they start self-expressing, they can have lots of anger that comes out. And so they start having really tough conversations with everyone around them because they have to set things right. So the key is in learning how to express yourself, being firm and kind with people. So that's why I also give an exercise often, which is to sit down at home and write the list of everything that angers you, that annoys you, that you want to say no to, that you don't want. It can be the easiest thing, the simplest, or the most existential things. Write everything down and get it out of your system. And then when you have to express a boundary to a loved one, to a friend, or to a colleague, learn nonviolent communication first so you can be positive and constructive in the way in which you communicate. And if this is something you would like to work through coaching, just contact me. So respect yourself, love yourself, and this is how you're going to give birth to your own value, discover your own value, and express it, nurture it, and live your life. Live your truth.